There are lots of payoffs to negativity. We can blame other things or other people for our problems. We can excuse our bad behavior or our bad stuff because of something else. We can even connect with other people, form friendships, relationships on being negative, on being a hater. Lots of us, and I'm as guilty of this as anyone else, but will embrace negative outcomes because it can fuel our creativity. We want to hold on to our depression. We want to hold on to our sadness because we know that we can write about it later. We can use it to make music, to paint, or whatever. But it doesn't have to be this way. What if I told you you could still be a creator, you could still be inspired, you could still have your passion and not have to be a depressed or negative person? It is actually possible to shift into a more positive identity and keep the creativity that we had before. Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead, and in this video, I want to get into letting go of the old negative identity to bring in a more positive one. And this can really jumpstart our self-esteem, our confidence, and especially our creativity. Because instead of closing ourselves off and harboring our negativity and trying to create from that, we can actually open ourselves up and allow more creativity to flow through us. As a musician, I get stuck on lyrics all the time. Writing lyrics is one of the hardest things that musicians, artists can do. And looking back on a lot of the songs that I wrote, I realized that I wrote very similar lyrics. I was writing from a similar place in a lot of my songs. A lot of self-doubt, a lot of anxiety, a lot of exhaustion, and just negative outlook on my environment. And I kind of realized that I wasn't really letting go of the past. I was kind of recycling these past states of mind, these past memories, in order to create from it. Now I'm getting to the point where it's like, I want to evolve. I don't want to be the same type of artist writing from the same place. I want to keep evolving and growing and progressing. In order to allow ourselves to elevate, we got to get rid of the weight. Get rid of the weight to elevate. Because what we don't realize, and what I didn't realize, is that I was actually resisting other things by staying attached to the negativity, by staying attached to the anxiety and the things that were coming up. I was attached to that weight because I knew that I could write lyrics from it. But I'm resisting other kinds of creativity by doing that. I'm resisting having a positive outlook. Honestly, when we're resisting stuff, we're keeping ourselves boxed in, not just emotionally, but from success. If we want to be able to progress and get more and more successful, we have to stop resisting it. And this is where I'm getting to now, where I am believing in my vision. I'm stepping into a positive outlook. I believe in my own success. That doesn't mean I expect it or I have an expectation. This is where I was getting tripped up, and I know a lot of people are getting tripped up with this too. When we have this vision of our success and we don't see it right away, we think, you know what, it didn't work. But that's not really having a vision for it. That's having an expectation of it. That's having an expectation of outcome. But instead, we take hold of the vision that we have for ourselves, of our success, of our creativity, the kinds of artists that we want to be, the kinds of ways that we want to live as that creative person, and know that it's totally possible. Instead of being attached to that outcome or expecting things to happen in a certain way, we step back and realize that we're okay regardless. We don't need to attach to that outcome. we'll be good either way. And when we have this energy that will be good either way, it's so much more attractive, not only to other people, but to the universe as well. Because when we think to ourselves, like if we see a girl or a dude or somebody that we really like, we're really attracted to them and we want them so bad, we want them to like us, we want to be in a relationship. When we have this energy, it's like we're attaching ourselves to them, and we're hoping and we're having this expectation that we'll get something in return. But really, it's all about that, what we get. And it's a real selfish way to live about stuff. And most people are not going to be attracted to that. Most people are going to be like, that's needy energy. It feels like you're trying to get something from me. It feels like you're trying to manipulate me. I'm not really here for that. But instead, if we're good either way, if we're in our frame, holding our energy, being like, hey, what's going on? I'd really like to get to know you, you know, but if not, that's cool, whatever. That's more inviting for someone to be comfortable with us. And it's the same thing for the universe to reward us with the things that we want to manifest. If we're putting so much into that expectation, that outcome, we're actually resisting it to happen. And honestly, we're kind of showing the universe that we're not even ready for it. If we have that energy and something good does happen, chances are we're gonna screw it up because we don't have the right energy, we don't have the right approach for it to be a positive thing. Instead, it's just something that we can use to hopefully avoid negativity for a while. But eventually, we're probably going to go back to that negative mindset when other expectations fall through. When we have this needy energy, when we're having this expectation, we have to think, where is this coming from? What is the emotion that we're trying to avoid by putting all of our emphasis on this outcome? Are we looking for validation that we're a good person? Are we looking for validation that we're attractive enough or that we're charismatic enough? Or is it just something to satisfy our ego? I talked about this in the last video, but my ego was always telling me that I was a mistake, that I was wasting my time, that I was a waste of space. So I would look for things outside of myself to validate me as not being a mistake. But this is like becoming addicted to validation. It's becoming addicted to other things telling me that I'm worthy. Outside, external vanity metrics, whatever, trying to prove my self-worth. And we can jump off that treadmill, and that's the treadmill that I'm jumping off right now by being okay with whatever happens. This video could get 2 views, it could get 200 views. When we put out our content or our art, it might do really well and connect with people, it might not. But it really has to come from us being okay with that and still believing in ourselves, still believing in our vision, and still believing in our success. When we're confident in that, we can manifest all the things that we want to manifest. The path to our best life comes from us being our best self. If you're resonating with this and you dig this video and you want even more and you want to start this journey with me, definitely check out the link in my comments to my email list where we can hold each other accountable for the inner work that we're trying to do and the progress that we are striving towards. Of course, also like this video and subscribe to help the channel grow. And also check out this video up here. This is another video that I did on resistance and how even when we step into a new identity and we're on a path to positivity, how the old identity can still swing back in and weigh us down. It's something that we're gonna have to overcome when we start this journey. Thank you so much for watching. Stay positive and stay creative.